In the future, human lifespan becomes commodified, with a clear price tag attached to years of life. The poor can trade their own lifespans for substantial compensation. The wealthy extend their lives through these transactions. The biotech company that developed this technology attracts more people to sell their lifetime under the guise of fair trade. Countless wealthy individuals are lining up to wait for donors with matching DNA. Children from the slums become primary targets, as they desire money more desperately than anyone. The biotech company establishes a dedicated department to sign contracts with voluntary donors. Jack is the company's most outstanding salesperson. Daily, he roams the slums, pitching this deal to young people living in desperation. Trading 15 years of life for $1 million is nearly impossible to refuse for those barely of legal age. One family has waited years for legal status, and this $1 million could help them achieve their dreams and escape poverty. The young man signs the contract without hesitation. This deal brings Jack's cumulative performance to 270 years of lifespan traded. He's named Employee of the Year for his achievements. Even Casey, the company founder, can't stop singing his praises. As a reward, he received a massive loan, allowing him and his wife to purchase a luxury apartment. But their good fortune doesn't last. One night, they return home to find their apartment engulfed in flames. Fortunately, they had homeowners insurance. However, devastating news follows. Investigators determine the fire started from an unextinguished match. Since the fire is ruled as human negligence, the insurance company refuses to pay. Worse still, the bank demands immediate repayment of the remaining $2.5 million loan, threatening to enforce the collateral clause. Jack's wife is terrified because the collateral is 40 years of her life. Jack panics and offers his own lifespan as payment. The other party's response left him completely hopeless. The wealthy person who had originally matched with him had passed away, and there were currently no new recipients. For his wife, this amounts to a death sentence. Just as his wife steps outside their home, police suddenly appear and forcibly take her away, citing prevention of debt default. In desperation, Jack places his final hope in his boss, Casey. He hopes that his status as Employee of the Year might allow him to advance decades of future salary to save his wife's life. His boss seems to show a glimmer of compassion, asking him to submit an application and promising to figure something out. But even half an hour before his wife's surgery, Jack has received no response from his boss. In desperation, Jack barges into the hospital, attempting to rescue his wife. Before he gets close, he's intercepted and restrained. Helplessly, he can only listen to his wife's agonizing screams from the lobby. After the surgery, Jack takes his wife to a cheap motel. That night, she remains awake, repeatedly walking to the mirror to stare at the changes in her body. She watches her skin loosen and wrinkles deepen rapidly. In just a few days, she had aged so dramatically that she couldn't recognize herself. Today, Jack rushes back to the company with one last hope. If his boss approves his advance request, he could use that money to redeem his wife's 40 years. However, when he saw the boss again, her previously aged face had been remarkably rejuvenated. Jack knows that as the company founder, the boss had never found matching DNA to reverse his aging. In this moment, Jack finally realizes where his wife's lifespan went. But what happens next deals Jack an even heavier blow.